¿Cómo están? It's Wild on Tuesday, and thank you for joining my channel. Please hit that like and that subscribe. That does help me on the algorithm. This week's topic, we're going to be going over top reasons not to quit your club. Let's go. Yo, ¿cómo están? It's Wild on Tuesday, and thank you for joining my channel. So, this week's topic is actually, this past week we had with Black Dragon, Danny D'Lo, Dirty Tank, we had a discussion of the top 5 reasons you would leave your club. So, I came up with a topic of top reasons not to quit your club. You can go 2 routes with this. You can say all the positive things of a club that will keep you and should keep you in there. And then there should be stuff that is petty that a lot of people may leave and be quick to leave a club or quit a club. So we can always talk about the positive things, right? You have, of course, we all talk about the brotherhood, riding in a big group side by side at 100 miles per hour, all the events, the journeys, all the things that we do with the club being there for you when you need it, the club being there for your family when the family needs it. There's all these positive things, like I said, that we can talk about in order not to quit your club. I mean, the positive things. But I want to talk about reasons that some people might get a little quick to pull the trigger to quit a club. You know, I'm going to talk, let's say reason number 1, work. A lot of people have work, obviously full-time work. There's people that have part-time, might not work, that are in clubs. But the majority of people have full-time jobs that they work. If you're having issues with your club about timing of work, it should not be a matter in regards that any brotherhood would not want to see or put their brother in a situation to see them fail. They should not put you in a situation that you will lose your job. Now, I'm talking about majority of clubs, not all clubs. So there should be reason to talk, to see maybe if they can just work with you a little bit about your work for a short period of time or whatever time you need. I mean, they should be happy to have a brother who's working, providing for their family. They don't want to put you in harm's way regarding losing your job. And I'll come back to the leave of absence here in a second. Other times is you have issues with another member. You might have just one. You can't stand a member. You can't stand being around that energy. There's ways you can try to go around it with the club to discuss this. Of course, you can have mediators or just duke it out. I don't know. There's ways not to leave a club just because of one member. Don't let one member ruin everything for you or cause you to hate being around. You might not clash well. In clubs, no, not everybody's going to mesh well in every chapter. Everybody's going to be different personalities, just like families. So you may love your brother, may be an asshole or so, and just rude or so, but I mean you love him because you're your brother. Same thing goes with a club. A lot of these people, there's going to be maybe a handful of folks that you're like, man, I really don't like that guy at all. But you'll be there for them if they need it. It doesn't mean that you have to quit the club and leave everything you've done and the sweat and blood and sweat and tears for the clubs that actually prospect and do things that don't ship out their patches. But there's things that you can do like that to mediate issues with other members. Now, let's say the problem is, though, the chapter itself has gone downhill a little bit, or as one of my videos I've done before, they're a skeleton crew of a club or of a chapter. So they're not really they're just going through the motions, go to church when they had to go to church, maybe go on an event because they're forced to go to an event. They don't really ride together. They don't go to each other's houses for barbecues. You may go to a family member's house of one of the members' family houses for maybe the birthday party, but you feel forced to go, maybe because they're an officer or something. That's not the way it should be. A chapter should be a family in regards that you go to the house, of some of the brothers' houses, have dinner, be with the family without being asked, without being pressured, without feeling like you have to. If a chapter itself is a crappy chapter and you have people that have been leaving throughout the years, and what you see people doing, rather than just quitting and going to another club, because that's another issue that we'll get to, there's ways to go about it. If it's a bigger club and there's chapters around, the nearest chapter may be 30, 40 minutes, or even an hour. I would suggest maybe seeing if you can transfer to another chapter. But I'll tell you what, there's some clubs I know that all the chapters are badass chapters, but one chapter itself is a piece of shit. You know, and they don't really do much, and they're just barely alive. They might have some numbers there, but the people that have there are controlled by the P, and no one's really active at all. So you have to understand that you want to try to stay within the chapter, or not the chapter, within the nation. I would, but there's comes a time that you're getting approached by other club members or so. And I see people that are asked to leave one club and go to another. Or they think it's greener on the other side because their chapter is a bad chapter. Or they're not, let me rephrase this. It might not be a bad chapter. At a certain point, that member needs to take responsibilities for themselves, for not being part of that journey, part of that chapter, and make it better. So here's a part of that everybody talks about, the grass being greener. Someone mentioned on the video, on our live chat, that in order to get your grass green, you have to water it, right? You'll keep your grass green if you're watering your grass. That means you got to put the effort, the time with that chapter. If you want to make a change, make it better. A lot of times you see the other grass greener because it's fertilized with a bunch of shit. People are going to show you what they want to show you. Just like on social media, they post the best pictures of what's going on at all the parties. They'll tell you all the positive things. Every single chapter has a negative part of it. Every single chapter has a little drama. Every single chapter, just like life, not one person is perfect. Not one. So if you want to tell me that there's a perfect club, let me know. They might be perfect for you, but does not mean there's no negativity, there's no drama in there. So remember, there's things, I can keep going and going, but I'll stop right over here. There's things that can cause someone to quit a club, and we went over them this past weekend with BD. And so if you want to check my live, go on there. It's on my videos of the top 5 reasons to leave your club. But these are reasons not just to get up and go. And remember, the grass is never greener. If you're forced to leave because for sure you know in your heart that it's not for you, then good. If you know for sure that these guys are a bunch of assholes that left you out to dry, to get your ass kicked by another club or anything, and was never there for you, wouldn't travel to be there for you, and then I get it. So guys, in the comment section, please leave me reasons you'll think that you shouldn't quit the club for. And if you had any stories or so you want to share, go ahead and put them in the comment section. So I hope you guys want the old ladies, Jess, Tia, China, are going to have their own channel. I think they're going to be on this Saturday or Sunday. I think they'll be posting the times. It's going to be like 6 p.m. So remember to hit that like and that subscribe if you're not subscribed to my channel. It means a lot to me, all the support I've been getting. So till next week, much love and respect. Peace.